You talk about like the soy boy epidemic, like how everyone's test levels are low, and like how it's ruining society, like how low test men are ruining society.
Yeah, I mean, testosterone, the average testosterone for a guy is 400.
That's crazy, man.
That's, I mean, I'm pretty sure like women naturally should be like 150 to 200. So there's literally guys like that, like in the 200s.
The average, I mean, yeah, the average.
I think the average is probably even lower, like 300, honestly, because that was shit from like, 2015, 2018, like.
Yeah, it always says like 250 to 1,000 is the average. So that's such a big range. How's that happen?
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Yeah, the doctor's like, oh, you'll go to the doctor's office and you'll have 300 tests and be like, oh, you're fine. Because it's in range. It's like, bro, what?
Yeah, you gotta get the number.
Yeah, I mean, doctors will make up bullshit ranges. Oh yeah, this is the healthy cholesterol range.
Oh,
this is the healthy testosterone range. But it's all fucking changed, guys. People have become fatter, more low IQ, dumber, and that's why what happens when you listen to doctors and listen to the government, you don't think for yourself. The key comes down to logic. We talked about this last video, logic is really the key to everything. And you think, oh yeah, 300 tests is healthy, but I'm fucking skinny fat, balding with a double chin and I have man tits. It's like, you think that's okay? No, use your fucking brain. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much, it's just like a disconnect from nature at the end of the day. Like, people get so disconnected with nature, they're inside all day on their fluorescent lights, they're eating a bunch of bullshit. They're drinking a bunch of bullshit, whether it's, alcohol, tap water and stuff. Like, people are just so like, it's like brainwashed at the end of the day. Like, the way everything's set up is like, just brainwash you to think like some things are healthy and some things aren't.
Yeah, and there's like so many fat people who have like, oh yeah, my health's perfect, my blood work's good, my biomarkers are good, but you're like fat. It's like, no, you're not good, bro. You just like blindly follow the media, you blindly follow doctors, and then when everyone does that, you just end up fat. And the thing is, like, it's all created by people, like these biomarkers of health. It's not like, oh, this was set by God and it's proven to be right. It's like these doctors who are flawed and evil are setting these random, oh yeah, it's okay to have 200 tests. Like, that's evil. It should be like, way higher should be average, guys.
I mean, the irony of ironies is that the heads of the World Health Organization, they're literally overweight. Like, these are not people that you want to take advice from.
The people writing the textbooks are overweight about health. Nutrition experts are fucking fat. Doctors are fat. It's like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah.
They should be the healthiest people. Doctors should be the most healthy, perfect blood work, shredded, jacked, high tests, but they're like just fat average Joes who can fucking memorize and answer test questions, and then they can hand you whatever pills they want.
It's like if you had a fitness trainer, you wouldn't want a fat fitness trainer because they're not even applying what they're having you do. So how do you even know if it works?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you go to your gym and you have a fat fitness trainer. We've seen this so many times, like LA Fitness in Philadelphia. We all there's like
his daddy, remember Leo? Or
Leon?
I mean, to be fair, like, he was a powerlifter guy, so him makes sense.
No, who was the dude with like the spike tattoos that you had the fucking
the guy's like
shrug
from
contest on?
Combat, yeah.
That was crazy.
That guy was a monster. He was a TRT goblin.
The guy who had like the shrug off with you?
Yeah.
He was like, he definitely like
box.
just got divorced, like started fucking blasting.
Yeah,
just,
just on
like,
the shoulder.
yeah.
Tell him about this.
there's a crazy story about
Tell him about the story about the test off.
You were doing shrugs, tell him.
Yeah. So it was me and this guy. He must have been like 40s, 50s, and like Vince said, I mean, he was pretty pissed off. I don't know what he was pissed off about, but I think it started with curls. Like, I went to get the 40s or 45s, I don't remember, and he goes for a 1 notch higher, and I was like, all right, whatever, that's cool. Go for the 55s. He goes for the 60s, and then before long, I'm not even curling anymore. I'm just doing shrugs at this point, and then I guess we were definitely on the same page because he started shrugging right after I did.
This is a random guy, by the way. He did not know this.
Yeah,
absolute random.
It was 100% intentional too. Like, that guy
100%.
had burning intent.
Literally, we made it all the way to the end of the rack with the shrugs. Didn't say a word to each other the whole time, and I get the 125s. I do like maybe 2 shrugs. I'm like up like this, and then it's like slipping out of my fingers, and then I just do like a quick walk back, put him down. He goes up to the 125s. He's like, just repping him out. And I'm like, all right. And I just went to locker rooms, called it
Did
day.
you drop the weight on my hand when I was trying to help him re-wrap it, bro? We look like some stooges.
At that point, he didn't even care. He was like, let me just mob him, just to mob him.
We had so many crazy stories at the gym, and they don't. Have you ever told them that the video that Jesse James West did about like the worst gym in America or the worst rated gym in America? That was the gym that we went to.
For 4
That
years
exact
straight.
gym.
Yeah.
So, dude, that especially during COVID. that shit
We got
was
yelled at for like
the
not
best.
wearing masks. And, like random person, like random black lady was like, "What the fuck? Like, put on your mask. What are you doing?" Like, not even a worker, just a
She was
random
doing
bitch.
exactly what she sounded exactly how you think she sounded. Just
Yeah, like bitching. I was like way more than whatever 6 feet or whatever away from her. She was like came up to us and was like, "Put on your mask." And I have it like here. I'm just like, "Oh no, I'm good." Like, I was like, "Do you work here?" And they're like, "Oh no, put on your mask."
weren't
And
even
we-
near each other.
And we've had the one worker. There's another time that another desk worker who was a lady was also like tracking us down. Let me get your name, let me get your email. Like, shut the
Insane.
fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
That's the thing I hate the most when people who work these jobs that don't really matter that much. They care about that so much. Like if you had that same passion with something that was actually meaningful and beneficial to society, you would actually help society. But when you're bitching about me putting on a fucking mask 1 inch higher, like shut the fuck up, bro. It's like when you put effort in the wrong places. A lot of you guys put your effort in the wrong places. Oh yeah, you can be putting towards getting jacked, building a business, making money, but you put it towards fucking video games. You put it towards your favorite Netflix show or fucking gambling at the casino. It's like, if you put that fucking passion towards things that are actually meaningful, you would go so much further. And once we understood that, I mean, we've just been, on the come up. But it's like so many people just put their effort towards bullshit. Oh yeah, my fucking $10 an hour job matters. It's like, I mean, no offense, but don't fucking spaz out like you're fucking a CEO or something. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and professors would do the same shit with us.
Oh.
It's not even just like the gym, it's like everyone. Especially, I don't know, it's just like, it's people who are awake in life and people who are asleep in life, and the people who are asleep just like yell at you and like are pissed off at life and like,
Yeah.
just all, I don't know, I mean, when we were at, St. Joe's, like it was just like,
Oh
it was just the Matrix. It was literally just the Matrix, like
Literal bots.
Yeah.
talking to people and stuff like that. And
It was during like the most Matrix times, the COVID lockdowns. So everyone was wearing a mask. Everyone was like, was droning around. People were scared of getting sick, whatever. It was just a weird time. And you just kind of see like who really buys into it and who really doesn't. Because listen, there's no like people have this idea that there's like this recipe or this archetype for success. That's just not true. Some people go to high level schools, they take it seriously, they get straight A's, and they get out and they either have a high paying job or they're the best in their field and then they go start a business. And then there's people that are literally college dropouts, or maybe they barely graduated high school that are rich. There's people that came from low income families, high income families that have gotten rich on their own without the help of anyone else. So like, you guys probably hear the rags to riches story like all the time, but it's not always the case. Like you don't need to grow up super poor. If your parents did well, good. If they're willing to help you out, good. You got to use the cards that you're dealt. Some people just have that pressure. They're broke. Their parents were broke, whatever, and then they make their way up because they don't want to continue the generational curse.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that had normal loving families, no divorce, normal, middle class income, whatever that is now, and just had like a normal life, but still found the initiative to try to do something better, to try to have a bigger vision, a bigger purpose than, just doing ordinary things.
yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah, I feel like everyone at that school they didn't have a purpose. There was like no purpose behind like anything that people were doing. They were just like having a good time, going out to bars.
Yeah, they'll get way more excited for the bars than fucking class or actually helping others.
And we would go out to those places, but it was more like, oh, us as dudes are just going out together like to have a good time and stuff. It wasn't like, oh, we're just like retarded ass kids going to drink alcohol, get drunk, eat shit, and wake up the next day and not do shit. We weren't like that at all.
Yeah. You
That's
weren't
how
as
it
bad
was.
as most people who were like, oh, just get by the weekend on the weekend. Yes, it's the only thing I look forward to. Like, we were still, putting in effort in school. We weren't like totally just like fucking off.
I think the root of all that, like you guys talked about before, is intention. Like so many people, they don't really have purpose or intention with why they're doing what they're doing. So they're just existing.
No.
And it's a lot harder to actually develop in life if you're just coasting by, you're just existing. You're just going through day to day with the same monotony, not even thinking twice about it. And it's definitely harder to elevate when you don't have a game plan, you don't have any type of guidance or anything like that that's going to help you get to the next level.
It's also how you propagandize yourself. So, you see shit online all the time. You see normal people living normal lives. You see, rich people living the lifestyle and the jets and the money and like cars and all that stuff. And it's really about what you fill your feed. I'm a big believer that the stuff that you look at on social media does influence your worldview as your mind's developing, 100%. And it's going to kind of determine whether this is genetic or not, whether it's based on your personality, whether it's based on your intelligence, you know, how susceptible you are to propaganda or to, you know, what you see. It's like what you see is going to determine what you want to do in life. You know, for me, when I was younger, you know, that was when Andrew Tate was blowing up. That's when you start to see a lot of the huge rise in these online money gurus. So you're seeing all of this stuff on social media, and I was like, that's what I want. Like, that's what I want to do. And like, I had this idea, you know, all the way until about high school that I was just going to work in an office because, you know, my family wanted me to go to college, have a normal job, whatever. And they didn't really understand that college degrees aren't, you know, worth as much anymore at the time. But the point is, you know, whether or not you're going to school or trying to actually like start something, a lot of it's probably going to be influenced by not just people around you, but what you see on your phone. So make sure, try to consciously filter out what you're watching, like shows, movies. You want to watch stuff that's like actually admirable, like someone that you want, characters that you want to emulate in life that are in good positions, whether that's positions of power, positions of success. They're rich, maybe they're very charismatic. You know, they make things happen. You want to keep looking at that kind of stuff and looking at what you could have. I know this sounds materialistic, but we're young. If you're young, you tend to value more material things because, you know, you haven't been in life that long. Older people don't, right? So just make sure you're filling everything that you're viewing. You want to be your own propaganda machine and program yourself to actually want more in the first place, or want to where you want to achieve, helping you find that purpose.
Yeah, and we always say, like, don't scroll on Reels because half the shit that comes up isn't even controlled. Like, none of it's controlled by you. It could be a big booty Latina, could be some gambling shit. It's gonna program your subconscious. So realistically, if you're trying to be the best version of yourself, you would just cut out the Reels, cut out the TikTok, research self-improvement shit on YouTube, and that's the only type of social media that you consume. But, you know, if you're just looking at like rich kids and Lambos, like TJR and all those people, like, he's one out of billions. Like, I don't know what the percentages of, like, you know, teenagers and young 20-year-olds who have like millions. Like, it's so small, and it makes people get so fucked up in the head. Like, I need to be like him. Like, use it as motivation to work hard, but don't be like, all my life's shit. You want to be grateful for what you have, but you still want to work as hard as possible. Use it as motivation, but don't be like, oh, I'm a fucking loser. Like, I know so many people that just have like low test attitudes, like, fuck this, fuck that, I'm, you know, whatever. It's like, use it as motivation, but don't let it just make you jealous and envious and, you know, beating yourself up and then just, you know, wanting to be like someone else all the time. That's
true. And it's also like what he was talking about, you know, not being too hard on yourself when you see, you know, these younger people, like younger than us, 18, 19, 16, 17, with millions. Because the problem is, it's a better frame of mind, or it's a better mindset to go into that with, assuming that it's real, right? You don't want to like pass that off completely because you don't know. Like, people lie. You might not know his full story. Maybe he's been working for like 3, 4, 5 years, right? You have no idea. Like, the internet's available to everyone. Everyone has a phone, a laptop, even at young ages. So, you know, kids are gonna find ways to do shit. Now, whether they figure that out later or earlier, like, you don't know. But don't assume that it's luck. With anybody, whether they're young, whether they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it doesn't matter. Most people don't get lucky like that. Like, you know, some people catch the crypto pump. Some people, their first dropshipping store just, you know, fucking takes off or whatever. That does happen, right? Some people win the lottery too. But the majority of the time, that's not the case. So assume that what you're seeing is real. Assume that they probably put in years and years of work, and that whatever course they're selling, their system for, you know, how to get rich in 3 months or whatever, probably won't work. You know, you're gonna have to do it over and over and over. But, you know, don't assume anything is too good to be true, but also don't assume everything is exactly, you know, what you see. You know, because when you're building a business, if you've done it before, you're in the process of doing it, it takes a long, long time, right? It takes years and years and years. And, you know, whether that's all in the same direction, or maybe you just had to hit, you know, 10 failures, failed 10 times to get there, it doesn't matter, because everyone that has money, for the most part, the majority of people, especially new money, I'm not counting old money, it took them a long time to get there.
Yeah, and that's usually how it goes. You know, with anything that's real and valuable, it's going to take a lot more time than you think. Like, it's the same thing with fitness. Like, all these fat people think they can take Ozempic and get shredded in 3 months, and then they get fat again. They get all these side effects. It's like most people that are healthy, natural, and jacked and healthy, it took them, you know, us 4 years to figure shit out, try different diets. Now we eat whole foods and grab beef every day, and we're still not as like jacked as guys who are on steroids. It's like, you know, you have to really second guess things, question things, you know, really be super hypercritical and judgmental. I feel like the best skill to have is like always question everything and don't just take it at face value.
Yeah, people don't question things. That's the problem. People don't question things, and when you don't question things, you're not like a free thinker at that point. If you're not questioning things, you're not a free thinker.
You're just a sheep, yeah.
Yeah, you're just a sheep, and that's why, you know, we found out about the diet. Like, oh, why should we be, you know, drinking protein shakes? You gotta question these things. Like, oh, this wasn't from the ground. This wasn't natural.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why are we, you know, eating these deli sandwiches or these pasteurized egg whites and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, or these pasteurized egg whites. It's like, if you're not thinking for yourself, you're not only going to get stuck into the matrix of the, you know, rat race and stuff, but also just like health and fitness and all the other areas of life. Like, you have to question everything that you do now.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just free thinking.
100%. Like, you know, we were drinking protein shakes and I would just get acne, and I cut it out for a month and my acne went away. It's like, wow, who would have thought the processed pasteurized garbage with fake sweeteners was fucking my gut and give me acne? It's like, you have to, you know, really be hypercritical and aware too. You know, if you're building a business and something works for a little bit, keep doing that same thing. Don't fucking, oh yeah, I'm gonna switch up to this and it doesn't work. It's like, you have to be really, you know, aware of everything that happens in your life. I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but like, you know, a lot of you guys just waste your attention on fucking Netflix and you're thinking about bullshit all day. It's like, you have to be focused, have to be, you know, aware and super hypercritical.
I think the first step to doing all that is cutting out the things that, like you said, like the Netflix, the video games, the junk food, the dopamine. And because if you cut all those things out, the reason for cutting that is because now you have nothing else. So there's a quote that goes, nature abhors a vacuum. And that's the same, that applies directly to when you cut all these things out, because now you got to fill it with other stuff. And that's where the work that you were saying comes in, the compounding. And going back to what you were saying before with like the new money never really comes fast, or at least it doesn't stick around. That same thing applies to like the people that have taken steroids, Ozempic, or whatever. Because the people that are on steroids, like if you look at Togi, for example, he was jacked at one point, he started blasting roids, but what he stopped doing, he stopped working out, he stopped being consistent, stopped the compound work that he was putting in, and now he's got GH cut and
He's like a heart attack. Yeah, he's small. It's like,
like he knows he's not as healthy anymore. It's like, it's almost like a universal law. I mean, it applies to crypto, as we saw recently. Like if it pumps like 200% a day, it's most likely to get erased. And I know it's from personal experience. Most likely to get erased like at least half the move within a day or so.
Yeah.
So if you're not like constantly putting the work in to, one, cut out the bad stuff, and two, replacing it with the good stuff, and constantly doing the good stuff, that's going to be a lot harder to achieve your goals if you don't do any of that at all.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like impatience. Like in 2025, people are the most impatient. Like to build a business or build a good physique, you're gonna have to be patient. Everyone wants the shortcut, you know. But I think with these fake little shortcut things, there's always a equal repercussion of something like, oh yeah, Ozempic, I lose weight fast, but then my face looks like a zombie. I get all these organ problems. I get fucked up. Same thing with steroids. I get jacked fast, but then I'm gonna get a heart attack and die at 50, and my lifespan's a lot shorter. Like with all these little things that you see, there's always gonna be repercussion. Like, you know, Sam Millsap, for example. Oh yeah, blowing up, making tons of money, you know, flexing, all this and that. But then, you know, something happened. It's like, you know, he was just scamming, he was lying. It's like, that's why it takes time. You know, be honest, work hard, and you know, don't rush and don't go for the cheap, quick fix. It's a lot of things, but
And making sure it's all sustainable at the same time. Because if you don't do anything at all, and then you just go straight to 6 days a week with no one holding you accountable and trying to eat like super clean and just do all this in one shot, then you're most likely going to get discouraged and not even bother at all, and then double down on the bad habits.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it.
yeah, with like fitness,
Gotta make it sustainable.
people will, you know, go hard for 1 week and not see that many gains because maybe their training's fucked up, their diet's a little bit fucked up, they're eating seed oils, and they don't see the gains. They're like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna quit. That's the worst thing. Like they're so impatient, they're not trying different shit. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, and I have this client right now, and he was like, bro, like, when am I gonna start seeing the gains? It's like, bro, it doesn't matter like when you start seeing the gains. Get detached from the outcome at the end of the day. just focus on doing the inputs every single day. Oh, I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna eat clean. Eat the animal-based diet. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna follow my routines. I'm gonna do this amount of work. Worry about the inputs in your life, and the outputs will happen. But so many people are getting attached to the output of, oh, I want to see some gains in the gym, or oh, I want to make some money, or the instant gratification just applies to those things as well. And then people quit on like pretty much anything they do.
Yeah, it's like inputs. Like if me and him were just focused on money, like, oh yeah, I want clients, I want money. It's like, no, focus on helping people, making valuable content, making funny content, posting every day, helping people every day, being in their face every day. It's like, oh, then we get the money, then we get the clients, and it's like a win-win. But it's like, you guys just focus on the outcome. Oh yeah, I want Jack now. I don't want to actually love the food. Oh yeah, I'm feeling better. My routine's good. I'm working on myself 24/7. I'm not wasting my time. It's like, you guys want to rush all this shit, and that's when people fall off.
It's like the saying, jab, 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 hook. Everyone wants to jab and hook right away.
Yeah, hook.
But you just gotta keep jabbing and find that if you keep just putting in the inputs, you're eventually gonna get that payoff. But so many people, they wanna, go for, they want things so quickly when it's not gonna come quickly for anything that you do in life, especially if it's the right way and it's not luck, it's not gonna come quick.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think when I first started posting videos, I was really trying to go for the hooks, like, oh, these flexing videos, low effort videos, I'm just gonna spam them out for a year straight, and they did shit. 200 followers, and I was like blaming other people. Oh yeah, it's like, it's just lucky, it's just the algorithm, I need a better camera. It's like, no, the videos were shit. And then finally I kept trying, even though it was a little bit inconsistent, kind of half-assing. Eventually I kept trying, found one that worked, and then after 2 fucking years, finally it's worked out, and it's taken 3 years. And obviously there's some people that can go viral and make it in 1 week, but that's like way luckier. It took us a long ass time. You were posting since fucking freshman and sophomore year. Picture posts. You didn't know what you were doing, but he was still trying over time, and then it slowly built up. And so many people want the fucking, I would be an influencer tomorrow. It's like, no, it took us fucking a long ass time. That's another example.
And then they don't get it right away, and then they quit. Like I kind of posted those first couple pictures in those TikTok sophomore year. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like giving up on this dream. It's like, no, if you quit, then it's over. But if you just keep putting and focus on, keep putting in the inputs every single day, but making sure that you're getting better every single day. Because people think they can rinse and repeat the same shit and that they're gonna get better. It's like, no, you gotta rinse and repeat the same shit and improve on that same shit, and that's how you collaterally actually exponentially grow. But a lot of people, they like to do the same shit every single day, and then the same output is coming out, and that's not gonna make you grow.
Yeah, and Tate says you can't fail if you don't quit. It's like, you guys think, oh yeah, I can't be an influencer, or I can't be a YouTube star. It's like, bro, if you posted a good YouTube video your hardest every day for like 3 years straight, you would probably go viral and make money, and you could do it full time. But you're not gonna do that. Mr. Beast said, like, post 100 videos and just get 1% better each time and you'll be fine. It's like, you guys just give up. Oh yeah, same thing with the diet and fitness. It's like, oh yeah, I tried for a week, but then I just gave up. I didn't try to improve my diet or improve my lifts or make sure everything's optimized. I just kind of like ate some protein and lifted, and I didn't see any gains, so I fell off. It's like, that's why most people are fat. That's why most people are broke. That's why most people have bosses and they don't want to be an entrepreneur. It's like, you can't have the self-discipline to keep trying over and over and over. And that's what it fucking takes. I mean, I was on and off with lifting in the beginning because I was fucking up. I was on and off with the fucking posting in the beginning because I was fucking up. It's like, there is a method to succeed, you just don't know where it is. 1000%.
Yeah.
And it's also not to say that like entrepreneurship is the only path to success. Like if you got to be the best in whatever field you want to be in, because you're going to make money either way. Whether you're a plumber, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, like you don't think the top surgeons or lawyers in the world don't make more money, like significant amount more money compared to everybody else. And especially if you're young, our generation, we want to see a major change in, the system and our government and the way our world's being run. Entrepreneurs aren't going to be able to change that, right? It's people that are ambitious but want to channel that into something like, high level in terms of their education, getting into the best schools, and then working their way up the ranks into, local government and then, national government, and even in other industries like banking, other industries like, the credit card unions, all of these different institutions, tech companies, Silicon Valley is a huge area for them. If they're going to get into these institutions, entrepreneurship isn't going to be the route there, right? You can get You can become successful even going to school, even getting a high level education. You just have to take it seriously.
Yeah, and I say, do something that you love. Like you could love to be a doctor, and that's fine. You could love to be a plumber. You can learn to love this or that. It's all subjective. So, it's good to work a 9-to-5 job, and if you love it, that's the best thing. It's just if you hate the job, that's when it can eat people alive. Like I know tons of people that love their 9-to-5 jobs. I know tons of people that hate their jobs. Like me and us, we didn't really want to work in an office, and that's just how we are. And it's not wrong if you want to work in an office. It's great. Just it's way better if you actually love what you're doing. Same with the gym. Like we say, focus on the inputs. Like focus on the job, focus on the fitness, the food, the gym, and you'll be good.
And you gotta value money to a degree. Like if people say like, oh, money's not everything. Health is more important, or your family's more important, or whatever it may be.
You can't have any of those things found.
Exactly. I think a lot of people are starting to understand that, but when you view money, you gotta view it as like a responsibility, because it's like, either your future family's gonna depend on you, your wife is gonna depend on you, or a husband. If you're a girl watching this, do we have girls in the audience?
Probably like 3% of the viewers.
3%. So, whatever that is, you want to make sure that you view everything in your life, your parents, everyone dependent on you, as like your responsibility. And the only way to have, to be responsible about the whole situation with everyone involved is to have more money. Someone gets sick, you need to get a bigger house, you're having more kids, you got to afford more kids. Money is a huge responsibility. You gotta make it.
Yeah.
You have to have it.
I feel like most people are irresponsible. Like, what's the percentage of people in like credit card debt? Like in 2025, people are the most irresponsible with money, which is the crazy thing.
Well, more along, yeah. Some people definitely need to check their spending habits.
It's gotten really bad. I mean, you got people door dashing. They're door dashing a panini and they gotta pay it on Klarna.
Klarna, yeah, it's
$2
insane.
a month. That's how you know we're in a bit of trouble.
But also, it's like, it's your responsibility to make more, to make as much as possible.
Yeah.
You don't need millions to be safe. Even if it's just like an extra $8,000-$10,000 a month, and you start your side business, but you have your job, something like that, and then you go into it full time, and you scale 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever that may be. But that's your responsibility to achieve that. Whether that's through entrepreneurship, whether that's through high level institutional job, in the working class. Whatever that may be, you have to have enough to be able to help the people you love. Like that's just a non-negotiable.
Same with your physique and your health. Oh yeah, like do you really want to be some fat 50-year-old with health problems? And oh yeah, my wife and kids are taking care of me when I'm a fat ass. Like you need to be, the fittest person in your family. If you're a man, oh yeah, I need to be able to take care of my kids, defend the family, provide for the family. But so many of you guys are fat soul, but it's like, why would a girl even want some fat ass dude to be their husband, father of the children? Like, why the fuck would they want that? That's what you have to ask yourself. Oh yeah, I don't get girls like because you're a fat ass. Like, why would you want some fat guy who's incapable of doing anything to fucking take care of my kids? It's like, wow, pretty damn simple. Like weak men in 2025, just like terrible.
Yeah. Should we talk about anything? I mean, it's probably a long episode so far.
Yeah, we can talk about like how weak men are destroying society, or like
Should we make that
what's
another
causing
video?
it. Yeah, we can make another video, maybe next video. But yeah, I mean, anything else major? Any other lessons or takeaways?
We had on some pretty good points today overall.
100%.
Yeah. Well, guys, I mean, moral of the story: cut out the distractions, cut out the vices.
Moral of the story: mog everyone.
Mog everybody. Try your hardest.
Oh, sorry, Nick, I'm
Don't be
mogging
low
right now.
test. Don't be a soy boy. And we'll see you guys in the next one.